So, welcome to the Weeping Room.
Welcome.
This is where we revisit places that we once cried and return back with some laughter. And I'm your favorite life coach, Coach Amos, and I'm here with an amazing, amazing woman. Somebody I just really love talking to organically. Like, this is like the most organic relationship I've had in a long time where we just end up in these deep conversations that are in a place of obscurity because we'll be in Conyers at that. Old Town Conyers, and we'll just be talking about some deep stuff that has nothing to do with the rest of our day.
Afrocentricity and roots, culture, rock, reggae,
Relationships,
spirituality,
like everything. We'll just like end up in this. And so I was like, well, why not come to the Weeping Room and let these people get blessed by what we do naturally?
Absolutely.
And so I'm here with Tanisha Banks.
Hola.
So we kind of rolling with the dexterity of a black woman, and that really has to do with like the work of your hands. And we're both two black women who are doing work in the world, in our communities with our hands, and it's shaping our lives in different ways. And so I hope you get blessed by this. If you like it, hit the like button. If you like it some more, subscribe because I got more content coming. And then share it with somebody because a tree doesn't eat its own fruit. So please be sure to get his game to some other people.
Absolutely.
Hold up, Miles Monroe.
That is so good.
We talked about you being married, right? Mm-hmm. So your ex-husband was a white male, right?
My ex-fiance, he passed away.
Ex-fiance.
Well, he's not ex, he passed away. Yeah.
Right. Passed away.
Yeah.
And rest in peace. Yes. Always rest in peace to those that we have lost that are now with this journey. But you said you learned so much from that.
I did. So much. Like stuff that I didn't. And can I tell you, when the whole Colin Kaepernick taking a knee thing came out, we had some nights where we were like battling.
Really? What does that look like? Tell me about that. Is something you want to talk about?
Yeah. Okay, so there's in our interracial relationship, people we went into it like, oh, some people go into it, there's no color, there's no difference, I celebrate difference because I think it makes us unique, different shades, different backgrounds, whatever else. But he very much is like, we're all the same, except some other people. First of all, I didn't find that out till later. Okay.
Who are other people, sis?
People like I tried to help him determine the difference between East Asian, people of Arabic, background.
Okay.
They're all the same.
Oh.
According to him, he could not tell the difference and was not interested in learning the difference.
There it is.
Was not interested in learning the difference.
Okay.
He knew black, he knew white. We're all the same, and that's that.
Right.
So in that sense, he felt like he was okay. I didn't really understand deeper until the whole taking the knee issue came out. Just get on the field and do your damn job. What are you worried about? You're not even really black.
Didn't we hear that a lot?
Heard it a lot, and when I heard it from him, it broke my heart a little bit.
Wow. And
then came the, well, if you weren't so militant, maybe we could talk about it some more. I'm like, you don't even militant? Like, so every time someone says something passionately, sometimes people take that as militant.
That's a fascinating word. Militant. What do you mean militant? Militant, like you don't have no flexibility in your thought process? Militant?
Right. Further discussion led me to understand that he thought militant is in terms of like Black Panther, Black nationalist, like we don't give a fuck about white people type of, that's militant. And when people start to loudly, as I started to really become passionate about the issues that were happening, the Black Lives Matter, all of that, it became okay, you're being militant, which also caused another wedge between us.
Wow.
But we talked and worked around it and decided we just wouldn't discuss certain issues.
Wow.
Because at that point he was very ill and I wanted to continue to care for him. And so he was like, let's just not talk about this more. It's okay, we can laugh. I was like, we just not going to talk about this no more because this is going to cause us a problem.
Oh, you see that?
Yeah.
You know what that makes you think of? And please don't take no offense to this.
No, I take no offense to anything. Just speak.
Hear my heart and my words as well. But
yeah.
I think about slavery. And I think about how black women took care of the people that hated them.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a...
And I think about breastfeeding a baby that's white.
Yeah.
You know, I think about cooking. White people love soul food. They've been raised off of it.
Yep.
We've been cooking in their homes. Slavery was more than the labor in the field.
Absolutely.
It was taking care of the home.
It was all of it.
The children.
It was the lab. And working at the lab. It was working in the medical. It was doing
the alcohol, the Uncle Nearest, like all of these things that we have. And so I think about having that thought process, and then cooking, cleaning, serving, when you could have killed them in their foods.
Yeah.
You could have murdered them in their sleep.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that black people like restrain themselves.
Right.
From in service.
Yeah.
Just simply serving. I consider myself a servant. I really, you do?
Me too.
I am a servant. I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
I love to serve the community.
Yeah.
But I don't know, sis. I don't know. And there, all of us say this, like, you know, well, if it was me, I would have been out. I just imagine, I think God made me born at the time that I am, because I don't think I could have served in that capacity. But I don't know no other way, right? I wasn't raised in it, so it's very distant to say that. I'm very far.
Absolutely.
I'm not in that culture at all, because we do a lot of things now that our ancestors probably turn over their graves for.
Absolutely.
How we behave. Yeah. The things that we do now that we are free.
Yeah.
What we're doing with freedom. I just find that fascinating that you were able to, and I honor that you were able to serve him in his sickness.
Because I still love to, and it's because I was married to a black man. Mm-hmm. We divorced, and the truth of it is, this is another thing I hate about racism and hate. The topic of it, it robs me, or it tries to rob us of just our ability to just do things because we're human. And to just love people because we're human. We have to then account for, well, what does that mean when it comes to race? What does that mean when it comes to anything else? I just love the man. Wow. Despite those stupid things, because even with the black man, dumbass topics came up, and I was like, why would you even say that to me?
Right.
Hurt transcends color, race, background, all that. It's a human condition.
It is. And
I was one human loving another human.
Yeah.
Who happened to be of another race. And even to this day, I love men of all shades and complexities and whatever else. I am attracted to the soul. But because now I'm mature, I will take a little more time to learn the person before connecting with them in partnership. But that was just me being me completely, unabashedly, just giving 100% as I do.
Well, love is, it is not prejudice. I don't believe. I believe love is just a feeling. Yeah. It's a feeling. It's not, people try to express love in a lot of ways. Yeah. And I could be loving you wrong. Right. I could be loving you all the way wrong. Yeah. I've been loved so hard where I hated it.
Ooh. Like stalker type of.
If they was stalking me, I didn't know, but it was controlling.
Oh yeah, that's not.
I love you. I don't like this though. Yeah. I love talking to you. We talk too much. I love spending time with you. I cannot breathe. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I do. Like, you are loving me the way you know how, but you're not loving me the way I need to be loved. So I'm learning in these 40 years of life, like, I love you. Yeah. But do you like the way I love you? Do you like it?
That's a great thought process.
I'm expressing it the way I know how. Yeah. Because you have to teach someone how to love you right. You have to teach someone how to love you because people don't know how to love.
Yeah.
People.
I think, and here's where I'm still learning about this topic.
Mm-hmm.
Do we really need to teach someone how to love us, or do we find someone who speaks the same love language? Because if I love to show love by gifts and giving and doing and works of affection, and if someone doesn't want that, to try to change that about me to show them the way they like, I wouldn't appreciate that, because then I would feel I'd feel stunted. Yes. I might be able to do, because I love you, I will offer the way you want to see it every now and then. But if this goes back to what you were saying earlier, if you're going to shut me down and reject me every time I give you something, then it's no good for me either. Like, so why change it?
I agree with that. I think that's why dating is so important.
Absolutely.
I used to just
very
love your smell and like how bright your teeth were and enjoy your company.
Lord said you was the one.
That's it. I like spending time with you. And then you get to spend time with this person, and then the lackluster then rubbed off. And now you're in this position with this person where you feel empty.
And you've committed too soon. And so now I'm a woman of my word, and I got to stay there.
I like
it's a whole bunch of stuff.
I like the phrase, don't make permanent decisions in temporary circumstances.
Ooh, I like that. Put it on a t-shirt.
Don't do it. And that's where I'm committed to you. But to commit to you when I'm not happy is to not love myself. I didn't love me.
Yeah.
I had to learn how to love me. If you don't love yourself, you can't teach nobody how to love you.
Right.
I gotta tell you, like, this is how I love.
Yeah.
This is what makes me feel good. This is what I would like for my partner to be happy with. Mm-hmm. Can you receive that from me? Are you open to learning a new way to be loved? Because maybe you ain't never had it before like that. Yeah. Maybe you never been able to trust it like that, right? Maybe maybe giving gifts makes you feel like this person is trying to possess me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That would be so sad for me. I need someone who can accept gifts, who can accept random new, because I love to cook. Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to cook you dinner. Mm-hmm. I'm going to make some new donut. I'm going to try some new something. Mm-hmm. I don't know what you can eat and can't eat, but I'm going to try it.
Right.
Please let me do that, because that's an expression of Tanisha.
It's rejection if you don't.
Right. I can, and now I can take what you say is your favorite thing too, your love language, and give that as well. But so that's why I reject a little bit. You have to teach someone. I think you have to learn the love languages.
Right.
And then it has to be equal time on both. And it's not like keeping score, but it has to be a natural flow, I think.
Yeah. How can you learn if you're not being taught?
Well, I guess that depends upon how you define teaching. I feel like doing is the best, right?
That's a form of teaching.
Right.
It's an action.
You're right.
If you're observant enough, you'll see that I'm showing you something about me.
True.
But some people want to be talked to.
True.
I'm like, but I'm showing you.
Yeah.
What, do you find me attractive? I'm here, ain't I? What am I be around somebody ugly for?
See, now you better ask. If I ask, you better answer that one. Do you find me beautiful?
Now,
you better
know
say
what?
Yes. You're the most beautiful flower in that garden, because I'm leaving.
I've been getting some slack about that from some of my friends.
Have you?
Yeah, they say, you got to be more vocal. For me, I am very vocal. I love conversation. But I'm also very action-oriented. Mm-hmm. If I'm in your presence, because my time is so valuable.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of time.
Right.
Nobody does. You make time for what you want. Right. So if I'm around and I'm, in your presence and I'm like, what you want to do, like, I gotta like you. I gotta have some attraction to you.
Yeah.
Or something. I mean, so why tell you that you are attractive all the time?
So I will answer from the place of previous Tanisha.
Yeah.
Coming from someone who struggled with my self-worth, I loved to hear the words, "You're beautiful."
Yeah.
Until I found out that was manipulative too.
Mm-hmm.
But I still
Come
love
out that
it.
closet.
I love it when it's a genuine compliment now.
Yes.
I love to hear the words.
Yes.
But I don't live and breathe for those words.
Right.
So I understand what you're saying. It can be a little, you got to give a little bit and do it every now and then. But I understand what you're saying.
Because social media, I can't compete with social media.
Oh.
Because all you getting is likes and compliments.
That's so sad.
I cannot compete with, what is it, the metaverse? I can't compete with the metaverse. I can't keep telling you how wonderful you are all day. Yeah. That means I have nothing else to do with my life.
It's like I feel like, I have this visual of like the little rat hitting a little button for the cheese. Like every time somebody gets a like or something, it's like, okay, give it to me again.
It's you're insatiable.
Yeah, right.
You're insatiable. I mean, I like to hear it as well. I'm a woman. Like, I love to hear that I'm attractive, but I also know it.
True.
Don't be real with you.
And that's why I said I came from a place of needing to hear it all the time. Now that I know it, it's like,
I'm not even going to like diminish the thoughts I have of myself, but I know that I'm attractive. So like, I feel like if you don't find me attractive, you're bad. That's how I look at it. Like, I mean, it's your bad.
Could you be with someone who, this is hard to ask, but I'll try this. Someone who maybe didn't find you as attractive. You know, you hear those people that say, oh, I don't care about the looks. I go for it's only the personality or whatever they can. Could you be with someone who didn't find you attractive?
What, could we even be together if you don't find me attractive?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
like. Could you kiss somebody you don't find attractive? Can you be intimate with someone you don't find attractive?
There are people who say they can, like, because they say all that they go for is they're attracted to the personality, so that overrides the physical characteristics.
If somebody told me, damn,
I want to hear it.
What a fucking question.
I like you, but you know,
I think I like your soul, but you're not the most.
No, I don't think they would say it.
No, what were we talking about? Like, if somebody said, "I'm attracted to your personality, not your looks."
I don't think it would happen like that. So
come on, give me a scenario, Tanisha, because I'm over here
Somebody
struggling.
text us and help us clear this up. So if someone, okay, I've had it. So let me.
Oh.
I don't know how it came up, but it was like, you're not, because I'm obviously plus size. I'm plus size.
We both full figure women.
Well, I'm fuller figure than this person was used to. I don't usually date plus size girls, but you've got such a beautiful spirit. I'd love to get to know you. That's what it was. And for me, I felt like, okay, that's interesting. Let's try it. And then it turned into an attraction. But I don't want that anymore. Now I want you to walk in the door like, God damn, you look good. That's what I want now.
But Tanisha, what? We got the reverse here.
Okay.
Let's just hold up. Let's reverse. I'm not usually attracted to full figure women, but I'm attracted to your spirit.
You have such a beautiful spirit. I've never met anyone like you. I'd love to get to know you. Now, men are very particular usually about physical attraction, about a woman's physical, that's the thing. They're visual. That's the thing they usually. Women give men a lot of shit about only liking women because they look a certain way or whatever else. Is that true?
Yes. BBLs.
Okay. And so I thought it was refreshing that a man knew, I'm going to step outside of my type because I recognize this woman as something different. That's how I took it. But I'm also one of those women that wear rose-colored glasses, and everybody is a kumbaya moment.
But how did that end up in a relationship? I'm just curious to know where this went.
It started off as dating, and then it ended up a passionate love affair.
What?
Yeah.
Were you attracted to this person? Oh, the shit was mutual? Oh, that's some shit. That's some shit, because I've dated an unattractive person, and they broke my damn heart. I'll never do that again. I'm telling you right now.
Like this ugly man.
You're right. I'm like, damn. I mean, just broke my little heart.
But you see it all the time. You see women with men that are either way older, balder, heavier, whatever else. You're like, what is she doing with that?
You know
I'm
what
not
I
gonna
think
say
it
no
is?
names. I'm not gonna say no names.
Come on, you already went there now.
I feel well.
on.
They started off a long time ago, but like, I mean, like iced tea and cocoa, right?
Oh Jesus.
no, I'm sorry. I shouldn't even brought it up.
He
but
got a
like,
pimp mentality, right? Don't he? Doesn't he talk like a pimp?
well,
Or
he used to.
He did, right?
He
If I'm not
used to.
mistaken, he
He
had
used
like
to.
a pimp persona.
He's like doing like the car and warranty and commercials now. So I don't think. You know the little car warranty.
Girl, I ain't never seen Ice T on no car warranty.
Somebody Google it.
This is a car. No matter how much you kiss your lucky frog, wish on a star, do that thing you gotta do to get it to start, your car will eventually break down. And those repairs could cost you thousands, but not if you have Car Shield, like I do.
I feel like Beyonce and Jay-Z.
I didn't want to say that, but
I felt that way.
Yeah.
But he got money. He said he's never met an ugly billionaire. He said it in his raps.
Okay. So that's the same. That's the same situation. Just
I
more
think
money.
everybody has a price.
Yeah.
I think
You have
everybody
to.
has a number.
Yeah, I think you have to.
And I think a number. I went to a conference.
Mm-hmm.
It was like it was called like Jackie Hill Perry, her and her husband, and a couple. It was like two married couples, and they had the people like stand up there, and they had given them a cucumber, and then they gave them like a hot pepper.
Okay.
And they just said, which one do you want?
Okay.
Thinking of a relationship. All the women picked the large cucumber.
Mm-hmm.
And then some of the guys said, well, I'm not a cucumber. I'm definitely the pepper because it's just proportion to my body.
Mm-hmm.
No one talked about sex, though. Like, sex was never brought into the equation. Like, which one do you want in a relationship? So then he said, I'm going to add something. The cucumber lives at home with his mama, but he got potential. The hot pepper makes $400,000 a year. Everybody switched to the hot pepper.
Of course.
I said, so y'all for sale. You for sale. Because you're willing to overlook everything that you didn't want initially for $400,000. But what if he's stingy? What if he's abusive?
Right.
What if he's a liar or cheater, manipulative? What if he got STIs up the wazoo?
Yeah.
What if, just what if? And so I feel like with some things people are willing to sell themselves for, I don't really have a price. My price is time. If I like spending time with you, if I want to engage with you, to me that's more than anything I can give you, because I'm busy enough to find a reason not to spend time with you. So my time, I cannot get that back.
Yeah. My
time, I could be making money, but I'll be spending money or spending time with you. Like, time to me is precious. Yeah, if I can enjoy your company, that's more important than anything. That means I like the way you look, because I'm not around too many things that are not aesthetically pleasing. I'm vain in that way.
Okay.
I'm not around anything that's not giving me any substance, where there's no reciprocity in it. So I can't just be hanging out with someone who has no conversation, no depth, no anything. So that is, I'm desiring that. Yeah. Right? So I'll want us to be in different environments because you bring the party with you. Right. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So for me, it's time. If you don't have no time for me,
I think that speaks volumes. I'm that way in the sense of, if you don't have time for me, I know you don't really value me, and you don't really want to be here. And that's okay. It's okay. It's like, just go and do what you do you, and I'm going to do me. Mm-hmm. Whereas before, I'd be like, what can I do? The thought process was, what can I do to make this person want to be here with me more?
What changed you in that?
Several bad relationships, or several unfulfilled relationships, age, losing people that I loved. Yeah. Life, I guess.